Welcome in on the broadcast, everybody. Coming to you from Ridgeview High School for tonight's game. The Ridgeview Wolfpack taking on the South High Rebels. Tom Myers joined by Kevin Willey, our production cameraman extraordinaire. And we're going to cut away for just a second for the playing of the national anthem. We'll be right back in just a second with details of tonight's game. Wow, and there you have it. The music system goes down, and this volleyball team's got them fired up and started right with the national anthem. What a great way to start a great night of volleyball right here at Ridgeview High School. Good evening, everybody. Once again, Tom Myers in on the broadcast. Kevin Willey joining me on production over here and working the camera this evening. And we're getting started right to it with the player introductions for tonight's game, and they're starting off with South High, number 15, Mariela Acevedo. She's a junior setter. Number 5, Taylor Castaneda, junior outside hitter. Number 12, Tatiana Mendoza, junior middle blocker. And then we missed a couple. The hair's a little long on the back. That was number 10, Brianna Garcia, sophomore middle blocker. Number 14, Yoselin Gonzalez, a senior outside hitter. And then number 13, Soraya Enriquez, junior middle blocker. We're going to be hearing about her all night long. For the Wolfpack, starting off number 5, Janaya Nolan, senior right side hitter. Number 9, Luca Van Fossen, senior outside hitter. Number 7, Paige Miller, a junior middle blocker. Up next, looks like number 1, Brianna Antavera, senior setter. And, of course, she's the backbone of that offense. And number 6, Aaron Aiken, also a senior. Number 14, Karai Walton, a senior. And then libero number 4, Jaslyn Herrera, senior DS. So there you have it, the starting lineups for both programs here tonight. We'd like to thank all of you for joining in this evening and welcoming you aboard. Tonight's game brought to you by Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, Bakersfield College, and Motor City. And, of course, I'm getting dogged down by some players from the Wolfpacks. They're trying to look at me like, what is this guy saying? They haven't had an announcer here before doing a broadcast, I guess. So apparently I have a small fan club brewing off to my right side. The Wolfpack coming into tonight's game 2-1 in the they haven't started SYL play, but they play out of the SYL. In the SEYL, the South High Rebels are 4-4. Of course, the Rebels, under the direction of Tony Alvarez, their coach, and for the Wolfpack, Camille Ramirez. And we had a lot of conversations before the game, both teams, counting on the backbone of their seniors to lead them tonight. The Ridgeview Wolfpack, I had a nice conversation with Camille, and she's stacked with seniors. Of course, she does have it peppered in with a few underclassmen in there, but really going to be missing this squad when they move on next year. They did have a signature win this last 2 weeks ago. They beat Foothill, Kevin Willie, in 3 sets. Now, if you recall, you and I were at West High last week.
We were.
It took West 5 games to get rid of Foothill. So Foothill took them to task. So obviously looking at a very good Ridgeview staff here. And, of course, quite a few games under the belt of the South High Rebels already at 4-4. They've had 8 games already.
I believe they got the crowd on their side, too. I don't know that there are that many South High boosters here.
It is very heavily peppered on this side of the gymnasium in purple and gold. So looks like we're going to see South High is going to start off the match with the serve, and we're going to be underway. Once again, welcome everybody in on the broadcast. Serving number 15, Mariela Acevedo. She is a junior setter. And starts off to a quick kill, number 7, Paige Miller. And you're going to hear her name quite a few times tonight. That one put into the net by Aaron Aiken. And it's a 1-1 tie here in the first set. Taylor Castaneda now serving for the Rebels. Nice back set there. Powerful swing just beyond the end line and out of bounds by Yoselin Gonzalez, number 14. And now it's 2-1. That one set to the back row. That was libero number 2, Elena Cisneros. That one just off her fingertips, a little off on the timing, and that one's in the net. We're going to see a little bit of this in the beginning of the game. Generally speaking, it takes them just a little bit to get warm up. So that's number 9, Luca Van Fossen, the senior outside hitter with the serve there. Nice play there, and that one looks like it's down. That was number 14, Yoselin Gonzalez with the kill there. And now it's 3-2 Ridgeview. Tatiana Mendoza now with the serve. That one put in the net. That's not going to help them much there. And now it's 4-2. Ridgeview in the lead. Subbing in for the Wolfpack, number 14, Kari Walton. Walton, a senior hitter. Walton's going to take the middle position. That one served long. And a player substitution now entering the game to serve for South. That's number 16, Dulce Lopez. Lopez comes in as a defensive specialist into the game. That one swung, and it's a little bit long by number 1, Brianna Ontiveros. And now the game's tied at 4 here in the early going. And another hard swing by Yoselin Gonzalez, the outside hitter, and that one's long. Player substitution now in the game for the Wolfpack, number 5, Janiyah Nolan. Serving number 1, Brianna Ontiveros. Good play by the Wolfpack, getting that one up. And a hard swing. That one looked like it was in the net, but they called it a block. Big swing by number 12, Erica Hammond. And a hard-fought point. The Wolfpack lead 5-4 in the first set. And a nice effort at a save. That one dinked over by number 14, Yoselin Gonzalez. And Gonzalez will now go back to serve. Fans, the Kern High School District would like to thank Motor City, Bakersfield College, and Kern Schools Federal Credit Union for their continued support of students in the district. And a hard swing once again from the back row. Ridgeview doing a great job, not giving a whole lot of free balls. There's a nice hard cross court. It just misses out of bounds. That was number 5, Janiyah Nolan. Great concept and going hard angle, but it's a little bit too much, and it's out of bounds. And we're tied at 6 here in the first set. There's a big swing, number 14, Kari Walton, and Walton gets the kill. Now in the game to serve for the Wolfpack, that's number 6, Aaron Aiken. And a nice tip there at the net. That's number 5, Taylor Castaneda. Castaneda picking her spot and getting the point in the game. Yoselin Gonzalez back in the game for the Rebels and serving number 2, Alina Cisneros, their libero. And that one not handled well, and the point goes to the Wolfpack, and now they're ahead 8-7. Well, I stand corrected. It looks like they were down 6-7. Now it's 7-7. Served by Ridgeview libero, and immediately makes an impact. That's number 4, Jaslyn Herrera. And another nice pass by Herrera. Big swing, and that one's in. That's number 9, Luca Van Fossen with the kill. And now it is 9-7. So apparently the score just hadn't been updated. I was correct. It is 9-7. Wolfpack leads by 2. And there's a block at the net. That's number 7, Paige Miller. And Miller, just a junior, very important on that front line for the Wolfpack. There's a big kill. Number 12, Tatiana Mendoza. Wow. Really put that one away. And the defender really didn't have much of a chance on that. That ball was hit about a foot past the 10-foot line. And now back to serve, number 15, Mariela Acevedo. That one was a little long. She should have let that go. Good defense by the Wolfpack. And there's a big block. Once again, Paige Miller in the front. And Miller, all alone in the middle, handles the business and puts the ball down. And now Ridgeview extending their lead 11-8. And big block on the point is awarded. They call it forward. They don't call that a block. That one was in the tape and low, and the point goes to South. Now coming into the game for South, for the Rebels, number 14, Yoselin Gonzalez, and serving number 5, Taylor Castaneda. And that one's just a bit long. Another player substitution for the Wolfpack. And that's number 12, Erica Hammond. Hammond with 1 kill already. And the serve 9, Luca Van Fossen. And that one's hit and down inside the block, number 8, Emma Beals. And Tatiana Mendoza was in on the block, but not close enough on the net. And a timeout called by the South High Rebels. You know, fans, coming up on Friday, September 20th, 2 games of the week this week. Clovis High at Liberty. That's one of the Kern High Network games of the week. Game time starts at 7:30. On the mic, Mr. Vance Palm, Rick Van Horn, Kevin Willie, you will be there handling the camera production duties. For me, I will have the Miramonte and Kern Valley game over at Miramonte. I'll be joined by Kenny Calvin and the effervescent Julian Wilson.
He is effervescent, I think.
If we need anything lifted like a train or a building, we call Julian.
Excuse me, Julian, can you move the press box over 5 yards?
That's about right. So Kern Valley 1-2, Miramonte 0-3, both of them in desperate need of a win right now. So I'll see you on Friday night for that game. Back to this one. Ridgeview leads 13-9 here in the early going. Great job by libero Jaslyn Herrera. And a big swing out of the back row. And they celebrated early. Great defense by the Rebels. And that's number 7, Paige Miller, playing smart, not hard. And she dinks that ball right over the blocker. And it's down for the point, and they lead 14-9. And that one put into the net by Crystal Castaneda. Correction, number 9, Luca Van Fossen. Sometimes the numbers are a little hard to see with the ponytails. Number 12 now to serve for the Rebels, number 12, Tatiana Mendoza. And that one's in the net, and now it's going to be 15-10 Ridgeview. Players coming in for the Wolfpack, number 14, Kari Walton. And into serve, number 3, senior DS Jules Herrera. Of course, the sister of number 4, Jaslyn Herrera, they are twins and play the same position. So just when you think you had enough of one, you're getting the other one. Both really good players. And that's number 14, Yoselin Gonzalez with the kill. And now she has 2 in the game. Subbing in for the Rebels to serve, number 16, Dulce Lopez. Lopez in her senior year, a defensive specialist. That one out of the back row, that's number 9, Luca Van Fossen. Ridgeview not afraid to bring the heat from the back row.
Well, when you got the fire, bring the heat.
They don't call you the best color man in the business for nothing, Kevin. And that one just soft. That was number 12, Erica Hammond. And we will credit that one with a kill. Now coming into the front row for the Ridgeview Wolfpack, number 5, Janiyah Nolan. Serving looks like number 1, Brianna Ontiveros. That one just a bit long, probably about a half a foot. 16-12. The Wolfpack lead here in the first set. Serving now for the Rebels, that's number 14, Yoselin Gonzalez. That one just wide and out of bounds. And the score goes 17-12. Player substitutions for both squads coming in for the Rebels, number 3, Sophia Rojo. She's a defensive specialist. Also another defensive specialist for the Wolfpack, that's number 6, Aaron Aiken. That was a big swing by number 9, Luca Van Fossen. DS Sophia Rojo was back there to get it, but when she passed it, there was nobody in the spot. So a great effort They can serve, and she serves it into two people. The DS, Elena Cisneros, was back to get it, and there was a little confusion on the play. And now the score is 19-12 here in the first set. Ridgeview leads the Rebels. And another one that's sent long. And Tony Alvarez is kind of staring him down right now, thinking how long she's going to let this go. 20-12, the lead by the Wolfpack. She might let one or 2 points run off there before she calls a timeout. She does have one left here. And that one, libero number 2, Elena Cisneros, and she puts that one down for a kill. And the score is now 20-13. Cisneros now will serve. And that one in the net. And I know Alvarez can't be too happy about those. There have been a few of them so far in the game. Coming in now, back at the front row, number 7, Paige Miller. And Miller doing a great job of blocking so far, has 1 kill, 2 blocks. And that's a serve by number 4, Jaslyn Herrera, the DS. And that one not handled well, and now it's 22-13. Herrera once again to serve. And there it is. We've seen it before. That's number 7, Paige Miller. That is her third block now. 23-13. The Wolfpack lead the Rebels in the first set. Number 9, Luca Van Fossen with the kill. And now it's game point for the first set for the Wolfpack. And that one off the side and out of bounds wide. The Rebels now live to play another point. And entering the game for the Rebels, number 10, Brianna Garcia. Back to serve, that's number 15, Mariela Acevedo. That one cut hard. That's going to do it for the first set. The Wolfpack take it 25-14, and they lead 1-0. We'll be back right after this.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
I'm a millennial, and for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do my banking online and at the ATM. And with access to over 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide, Kern Schools is always close by.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
Welcome back in on the broadcast. Hey, we'd like to thank the hospitality of the Ridgeview staff here. Principal Steve Holmes, Assistant Principal of Curriculum Drew Parker, Activities Athletics Office Melanie Sepulveda, Dean of Students Adam Setzer, Activities Director Jose Valadez, Assistant Principal of Administration Kendra Weiser, and Assistant Dean Sam Yoon.
Yeah, those burritos they brought up for us were really nice.
Burritos?
Oh, shoot. I wasn't supposed to say
I think
that.
Kevin Willie ate 2 of them. So here we are. Once again, we're in the second set. Great defense on the part of the Wolfpack in the first set. Of course, I'd be remiss if we didn't mention Paige Miller really does make a difference up front, Kevin.
She certainly does. There's a lot of power there.
So let's see if the Wolfpack continues on the same pace or if it trails off and South High gets an advantage here in the second. Starting it all over again here. Wolfpack started the serve off, and of course that's up front, number 12. Tatiana Mendoza with the kill. And Mendoza had a great kill in the first set, and she has great vertical and great presence and timing on the ball, and she puts that ball down right on the 10-foot line. Taylor Castaneda with the serve. And that one, Paige Miller once again. Miller through the block and down. And we're tied at 1 apiece. Ridgeview leads 1-0. Now in the game for the Wolfpack, that's number 2, Brianna Ontiveros, the senior setter. And that one by number 11, Olivia Burns, is long. Burns, a junior outside hitter. And the score is 2-1, Ridgeview. Nice knuckleball sent over the net there. And off 1 foot and out of bounds, that's number 12, number 12, Tatiana Mendoza. And Mendoza doing a great job there, but just a little bit long.
A nice hit, good aim. And just
great cross court. And she has, like I said, great vertical there. So we're going to see great things out of her for the remainder of this evening. And that one just off there, and Ridgeview off to a quick 4-1 lead here in the second set. Crystal Castaneda with the serve. And that one put into the net by Mendoza. 5-1 now the score. A big thank you to Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, Motor City, and Bakersfield College for their support of our student athletes in the Kern High School District. An ace by Castaneda, and the score is now 6-1, Wolfpack. Nice block by Mendoza up in front. And Mendoza once again, big block. Tatiana Mendoza with her third block of the game. And Mendoza will now go back to serve. And coming into the game for the Rebels, number 13, Syra Enriquez. Enriquez, a junior middle blocker. And a big serve there by Mendoza. Great job. And she gets the ace, and now the score is 6-4. Scoreboard still saying 6-3. So we'll go with what the scoreboard says for now. And another hard serve by Mendoza. Oh, wow. That one dove and hit probably about 3 feet past the 10-foot line. Great topspin on that ball. And now they have it marked at 6-4. The Rebels trail by 2. That one a little long, and now it's 7-4. The Wolfpack leads. A couple players coming in. And for the South High Rebels, number 15, Mariela Acevedo. And coming in for the Wolfpack, that's number 3, Jules Herrera, the DS. Once again, Jules and Jaslyn Herrera, twins, both DSs on this Wolfpack squad. And right now we're starting to see a few unforced errors by the South High Rebels. But again, still early here in the second set, so they have plenty of time to square it around. They do have the ability to make big plays on offense. And great defense by the libero. They're getting back and shagging that one from way up on the end line. Good DS play again by number 2, Alina Cisneros. Cisneros couldn't get to that one. That's number 12. Erica Hammond with the kill. That's Hammond's 3rd kill of the set. Wolfpack now leading 9-4. And a little mix-up there between the Rebels. It's number 5, Taylor Castaneda, number 11, Olivia Burns. And that's all about communication. Calling the ball. Nice pass by the libero. And a kill through the block. That's number 10, Brianna Garcia. That's Garcia's first kill of the game. And a player substitution for the Rebels now in the game. That's number 16, Dulce Lopez, the senior DS. Lopez sends that one wide, and that extends the score for the Wolfpack to 11-5 now. Player substitution now for the Wolfpack. That's number 8, Emma Beals coming in. She's a senior setter. She also hits from the right side as well, so she's very versatile. And there's a big block at the net. That's number 14, Kari Walton. And it's 12-5 Wolfpack. And Walton now another chance for one, and she's a little late on it and puts it in the net on her own side. And it'll be side out for the Rebels. Going back to serve now as number 11, Olivia Burns. Olivia Jr. And confusion in the backcourt for the Wolfpack, and now it's 12-7. Good serve by Burns there. And that one mishandled by Tessa Mata. Mata with a big grin on her face, and she's going to come out now. And number 5, Janiyah Nolan coming in her spot. And another big serve by Olivia Burns. That's her 3rd in a row.
She's got a nice serve.
Indeed she does, and the Rebels crawling back in it. Now they trail 12-9. They were down 12-6. She's rambled off 3 unanswered points, and then that one's in the net. And as soon as we start to talk about it, it goes the other direction. So now it's 13-9, the Wolfpack lead.
I think South High needs those kind of plays, though, to get their excitement up, get their energy up.
So now back to serve for the Wolfpack. That's number 6, Erin Aiken. Aiken, a senior. Once again, this Wolfpack squad is loaded with seniors. So they're going to lose quite a few this year. And it looks like, yep, the Rebels called in the net, and the point's going to go to the Wolfpack. (14-9) here in the second set. The Wolfpack lead the South High Rebels. And they have the advantage right now, 1-0. And that one's on the line. That's number 5, Janiyah Nolan, and she puts that one, kind of just hit it off the inside of her hand and down, and gets credit for the kill. And now it's 15-9. Erin Aiken still back to serve. And again, a little confusion there in the backcourt by the Rebels. Now the score is 17-9. And I stand corrected, 16-9. Boy, I've been wrong on the score a couple of times tonight. I can't seem to keep it square. And a big kill there by the middle hitter. That's number 13, Syra Enriquez. Elena Cisneros with the serve there. And a big block. Oh, and it's still in play. And that was pancake, but not enough. You know, a big block by number 12, Tatiana Mendoza there. But the front line of the Wolfpack really did a good job of upping that ball and then dinking it back over deep. And a good pancake by, of course, the libero, number 2, Elena Cisneros. And now it's 17-10. The Wolfpack in command. And here comes big number 7, Paige Miller. And boy, Miller puts that one away. Miller now with 3 kills and 3 blocks in the game so far. And a lot of power up front. And you would think that they would stick number 12, Tatiana Mendoza, the Rebels, on her and try to get some good blocking in there. Here comes Mendoza on the other side. So now we got battle of the middles. And that one was out of bounds. She should have let it go, but didn't. And the lead's going to extend now for the Wolfpack, 19-10. And South is going to call a timeout and talk this one over, down 19-10 here in the second set. Hey, fans, coming up on Friday night, 2 games of the week this week. The first one, Clovis at Liberty. That's the 3-1 Clovis Cougars coming up against the Liberty Patriots at 3-1. Game time 7:30. On the call, our good friend Vance Palm, Rick Van Horn, and, of course, Kevin Willie. You'll be there.
I'll be there.
Yes, you will. Great game coming up. And, hey, Clovis, week 1 beat Modesto. Week 2 beat Stockdale. Week 3 lost to a Bullard squad up in Fresno. And then won against Salinas last week. Liberty, and their week 1 they beat Paso Robles. That was a 24-0 game. Week 2 they beat Ridgeview, which is a tough one, of course.
Yeah.
Ridgeview having a great squad in football this year. Week 3 they beat Clovis West up at Clovis West up in Fresno. And then just lost to a very good Buchanan team. Of course, without their blue chip recruit for Georgia, Kendall Milton is out with, I understand, a quad injury. So he wasn't even in the game last week. So it could have been a lot worse for Liberty had he been there. So that game coming up again on Friday night. We'll get to the other one here in just a few minutes. 19-10 here in the second set. Ridgeview leads 1-0. And, of course, we've seen her again. Number 7, Paige Miller now, 4 kills on the night. The score is 20-10. Ridgeview Wolfpack leading South High Rebels. It's a battle of the SYL versus the SEYL tonight in preseason play. And that's number 5, Janiyah Nolan with the kill, hitting through the block of number 12, Tatiana Mendoza. That's not an easy task. Nolan's second kill of the game. And Mendoza putting that one in the net. Now it's 22-10. Fans, coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll have the Kern High Network Player of the Game. The vote will be between Kevin, Willie, and I, and hopefully it's 100%, not a 50-50. That would be a little awkward.
We might have to debate here on that.
We may have to. There's a lot of good play going on here tonight. Great defense by both squads. And that's number 5, Janiyah Nolan hitting through the block. Once again, back to serve number 4, Jaslyn Herrera. 23-10 here in the second set. Wolfpack leading. And there's a big block. Number 7, Paige Miller. Her 4th block of the night. 4 kills, 4 blocks so far. And negotiating her in the front row was really difficult. As South is finding out, now it's game point for the second set for the Wolfpack. Wonder where they're going. And that one's off the fingertips and out of bounds. And that's a point awarded to the Wolfpack. Wolfpack take the second set 25-10. And they lead 2-0. We'll be back at Ridgeview High School right after this.
Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first card, everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Kern Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
It's summer sell down at Motor City GMC. The all-new GMC Sierra 4-door is under $30,000. We are professional grade and we're California's largest GMC dealer. Go to MotorCityGMC.com.
Kern Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. From online and digital
We're coming to you tonight from Ridgeview High School in Bakersfield, California, home of the Ridgeview Wolfpack, where they're taking on the South High Rebels. A battle of the SYL versus the SEYL. The Wolfpack leading 2-0 in an exciting game so far. In other news around Bakersfield tonight, another big game. Of course, the Frontier Titans away visiting the Bakersfield Christian High School Eagles. And I just got this in. In the first game, the Titans were up 15-6. They ended up losing the first set 27-25. So I'm sure Coach Morgan Dake seeing some good and bad in that first set and willing to try to turn things around rather quickly. Hey, we'd like to thank the administration of South High School for everything they do for our students. Of course, that's Principal Connie Grumling. Assistant Principal of Instruction, John Getchin. Assistant Principal of Facilities, Brian Smith. Dean of Students, Taisha Alvarado, and Athletic Director Dante Borodori, and Activities Director Cecilia Polito. Of course, Dante Borodori, thank you very much, getting me the rosters for the team so we can get prepared for tonight. And, of course, doing that again a couple weeks ago when I did the football game. It was South High versus Golden Valley. I called that game a couple weeks ago, and he had to get me rosters then. So Dante and I slowly becoming good friends.
Dante puts in a lot of work.
He does put in a lot of work.
I've done a few soccer games over there. And
a big shout out to our sponsors of the Kern High Network, of course. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention them. Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, Motor City, and Bakersfield College. So here we are getting ready to start the third set, leading off in the third set. That was number 15, Mariela Acevedo. And a nice up there by the Wolfpack. And again, we keep calling her name, but a big block, number 12, Tatiana Mendoza up there in the front. That's her 4th block of the night.
South High's been playing really well. They've just come up with some of those unforced errors. And
you're exactly right. If they can tighten that up a little bit, they have a chance. It is do or die time now here in the third set, though, for them. And that one off the tape by number 5, Taylor Castaneda. And she gets the kill. And now it's 2-0 South, off to a quick run here in the third set. And the Rebels all smiles right now. Really the first they've led all night long. And a real smart play by setter. That's number 1, Brianna Ontiveros.
There's that middle. They've been having trouble
and
covering
just
that
back
middle
set it right over the net, and everybody kind of stood around looking at it. Big play there. Now in the game to serve for the Wolfpack. That's number 16, Tessa Mata. Mata, the senior setter. And there's a block at the net and through. And they're going to get credit with the kill. That's going to be number 10, Brianna Garcia, her second kill of the night. Now back to serve. That's number 5, Taylor Castaneda. Nice floater. Handled well by Paige Miller. And here goes Miller again. And, of course, another kill. Paige Miller with 5 kills, 4 blocks on the night. And now coming into the game, number 12, Erica Hammond for the Wolfpack, as well as number 2, Crystal Castaneda. Castaneda, the DS, she will serve, and that one's going to be an ace. And now we're tied up at 3 apiece. Nice high set off the net and through the block. That's number 14, Yaslin Gonzalez. Gonzalez's third kill of the night. Now back to serve, Tatiana Mendoza. Mendoza, a stinging top spin serve that drops right over the net. Let's see if she's got it here. Nice get by number 4, Jaslyn Herrera, the DS. And tonight in the libero spot, of course. And Miller with the kill. More of a dump than a kill, but she'll get credit for it regardless. And Miller now going to take a seat in exchange for number 3, Jules Herrera. And now we have Jules Herrera serving it in the DS spot as her sister takes a seat as well. And Ridgeview right now making the best of all the free balls that they've been receiving. And there's a nice dig in the back row. That's number 3, Herrera. And smart play there, number 13, Syra Enriquez, and she puts that one down. And now it's 5-4. Rebels finding themselves in the lead. Garcia's going to take a seat and in for her. That's going to be number 16, Dulce Lopez to serve. For the most part, the Wolfpack doing a great job passing the ball off the serve and the free ball tonight. That one mishandled at the net by number 14, Yaslin Gonzalez, and now we're tied at 5. Speaking of 5, great segue, in the game for the Wolfpack, that's Janiyah Nolan. She'll shoot over to the right side. Nice swing by the DS out of the back row for the Rebels. And that one looks like it's in and down. That's number 14, Yaslin Gonzalez with her 4th kill of the night. Gonzalez with the serve. And is it going to get over? It would have been 4 anyway, but the point is awarded to the Wolfpack. You know, that was a great swing over there by number 12, Erica Hammond. Nice cross-court action on that one. Now coming into the game for the Wolfpack, that's number 6, Erin Aiken, and she will serve. Also coming into the front row, number 9, Luca Van Fossen. Van Fossen will stay on the left side. That is her power side. And that one, I think, off the tape, they're going to call 4 on that. Well, they call it I don't know if they called that a block or they just called it in the net. And now it's 7-6, the Rebels lead in the third set. And that's number 9, Luca Van Fossen, in her 4th kill of the night. Kari Walton sits down. And in comes number 4, Jaslyn Herrera to serve. And, of course, back in the front row, look who's there. Doesn't matter on that one. That's Tatiana Mendoza. And another kill for her. And I don't know if that was on purpose or if it just went over off her hands. That went off the tape. Great job there on defense. That's Luca Van Fossen. Good up. And again, both teams playing great defense right now. And a big block at the net. Tatiana Mendoza. Wow. Great play. The Rebels off to a 9-7 lead, possessed here to stay in this game in the third set. And I don't know if we're going to give her the block on that. I guess we are. That's going to go credit to Tatiana Mendoza, her 4th block of the game. Now 4 kills and 4 blocks on the night for her. She and Paige Miller are right neck and neck. And there's an ace, and now it's 11-7 South. And, of course, Camille Ramirez, she wants to talk this over. And I don't know, Kevin, but quite a difference in the first 2 sets that we're seeing out of South right now.
I think if I was South High's coach, I would be on the verge of a heart attack. Can you guys get your warm-up in the first set? But, yeah, I think they've been covering their open spots a lot better this set. And like you say, both teams are playing great defense.
Better serving, too, I've noticed. Not so many serves in the net. Hey, coming up again, a game of the week. Kern Valley at Miramonte this week at 7:30 on Friday night. I'll be on the mic, and, of course, my good friend Kenny Calvin will be there with me. That guy's a great color man. If you don't get excited, listen to Kenny Calvin. Call 911 and tell him to send a gurney, because you are not living. You are not alive. Kenny Calvin is a spitfire on the mic with me, and it is fun to call a game. He's a former player, a lover of football, and just what a great guy to call a game with. So I'm excited for him. And, of course, Julian Wilson, he'll be on the camera and on production for us. Once again, that's Friday night right here on the Kern High Network. Tune in. And again, I said it, and then the exact opposite happened. I said very few serving errors. And they come out of a timeout, and the first thing they do is have a serving error. So now, Wolfpack trailing 8-11. South High in command in this third set. They trail 2-0. And now it's 11-9. South in the lead. Serving for the Wolfpack, that's number 16, Tessa Mata. Once again, coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll be announcing the Kern High Network Player of the Game. Kevin and I will vote on who we think deserves that honor. Couple of great players right now, Kevin, showing what they got and doing a great job here. So it's going to be a little bit of a tough decision for us, don't you think?
Oh, I think so. It always is. There are a lot of good athletes in this county. And there's never really one clear standout for player of the game.
There's a number of players tonight that are doing a great job. That's number 5 right now, Taylor Castaneda on the serve. And smart play there by number 7, Paige Miller. And Miller showing why she's a contender for player of the game today. Coming into the game, number 12, Erica Hammond. Hammond with 3 kills on the night. And back to serve number 2, Crystal Castaneda, the DS for the Wolfpack. And there's an ace. Scores now 11-12. Wolfpack trailing. We're in the third set, and they're ahead 2-0 over the Rebels. But the Rebels, a gallant effort right now to try and climb back in this one. That's number 5, Taylor Castaneda with the kill from the back row. And the one thing I've also seen tonight, Kevin, Both teams doing a great job of hitting from the back row when possible.
Absolutely.
You don't see that a lot with some of these other teams. Nice serve by number 12, Tatiana Mendoza. Handled well, though, by the Wolfpack. And that one's still in play. Great job. Big swing by number 14, Yoselin Gonzalez.
There's that good defense.
And a big rally going here. And, of course, Paige Miller. Miller gets a little crafty. She doesn't have to go power all the time. And she's put quite a few balls down tonight just by spotting it. And does a great job there. And now, number 3, Jules Herrera in, the senior DS. Of course, twin sister of Jaslyn Herrera, the other DS on the Wolfpack squad. And the game is 12-13. South still in the lead. South doing a great job of covering right now on that tip ball. And right there, and that one, good job at the joust at the net. Number 14, Kari Walton. Walton doing a good job up there in the front. And now we're tied at 13 here in the third set. And that one's out of the back row. And now the Wolfpack with the lead for the first time in the third set this evening. And by the first time in the third set, I mean in this set. They have led other times this evening. Nice block there at the net. And that one's going to come a free ball over. Big set in the middle and a big swing. Number 14, Kari Walton. And it can't be handled by Syra Enriquez. Put in the net and down, and now it's 15-13. Wolfpack lead. And a timeout called by the South High coach, Tony Alvarez. She's going to want to talk that one over. You know, fans, we'd like to thank, of course, the administration of the Kern High School District for their support of the Kern High Network and everything we do here. Of course, that would be our superintendent, Dr. Brian Schaefer, Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Scott Cole, Associate Superintendent, Dr. Brenda Lewis, Associate Superintendent Dr. Dean McGee, and, of course, Associate Superintendent Dr. Mike Zolfa. And, of course, we would be remiss if we didn't mention the figurehead of our department and what we do here, Mr. Stan Green.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Mr. Green.
Many of you remember that name from back in the Bakersfield College days. He was actually, he's only a few years older than me, but he was one of my heroes when I was a kid because
Don't tell him that.
I know. We should. Well, he may not be listening. Or maybe he is. Stan Green, great quarterback for the Bakersfield College Renegades back in the day. So, and a great leader of this department and what we do and everything that we get to provide for the community and showcasing the talent that we have in the Kern High School District. We wouldn't be able to do it without his support and his staff. So thank you guys for everything you do for us here. So we're back to 15-13 here in the third set. Wolfpack leading 2-0. And a big swing by Walton, but an even better dig by number 5, Taylor Castaneda in the back row. South doing a great job back there tonight. And that one's a little mixed up, and it's short. And the point's going to go to the Wolfpack. Jules Herrera still serving. This will be her third or fourth in a row. And that one's going to be long. A rare mistake by the DS. And, of course, everyone playing nice and fast and loose right now on the Wolfpack side. And you do that when you're ahead 2-0. Now into serve, number 16, Dulce Lopez. Lopez with a powerful serve. Let's see what she's got. Now it's a nice floater over. Handled well by the front row, though. And that one looks like it's long. They didn't get called off on that one. And Walton trying to pound that one on the other side of the net for the point and misses. And now it's 16-14. South trailing in the third set. And off of 1 foot and down, that's number 12, Erica Hammond. And coming into the game for the Wolfpack now, number 5, Janiyah Nolan. Back to serve number 1, Brianna Ontiveros. And that one long by number 14, Yoselin Gonzalez. And now it's 18-14 Wolfpack lead. And a nice joust at the net, number 12, Erica Hammond. This score just in the second set, Frontier trailing 21-19 to BCHS. So 2 tight games so far between BCHS and Frontier. (19-14) this one. Ridgeview leading here in the third set and leads 2-0 over the South High Rebels. A double contact called on the Wolfpack, and now it's 15-19, South trailing. Rebels now with the serve going back, number 14, Yoselin Gonzalez. And a great job by the DS, or libero, excuse me. That was number 2, Elena Cisneros, sliding all the way to the end line over there.
I think she may have taken a seat in the front row there for a moment.
And it looks like that's going to be number 13, Syra Enriquez, called in the net, and the point's going to go to the Wolfpack. And a player substitution, that's going to be number 9, Luca Van Fossen coming back in. Van Fossen with 4 kills so far. And back to serve number 12, Erica Hammond. Nice dig by Herrera. And a big block there. Oh! And the block, number 13, Syra Enriquez on the block there. And the point goes to South, and now they trail 20-17. Going back to serve, that's number 2, Elena Cisneros, the libero. And there's a whistle, and it looks like maybe there's a point differential issue here. They're going to check the rotation, too, I think.
Maybe they found that point the last set that you had.
Yeah. The one that I thought was missing. Maybe we're getting that back. And we don't know what the call is, but we're underway again. 20-17, Ridgeview in the lead. And that one kind of hit a little soft, but it's down. And Kari Walton gets credit for the kill. And now the last player that South High wants to see coming back in the game, number 7, Paige Miller in the front row. And she's got 3 rotations across and only 4 points left. So let's see how this looks and see if South can get some blocking done here. Nice pass off the free ball and a good set. And Miller putting that one down, and it's out of bounds and wide. And now it's 21-18.
South High needs to focus and get some points this go around.
I will say this, South High showing a great deal of resiliency in coming back and playing as hard as they have in this third set after going down 2 early quick ones. I mean, they really didn't have much going on in the first 2 sets, losing the first one 25-14 and losing the second one 25-10. And that kill's going to go to number 5, Janiyah Nolan. Her 4th of the game. Nolan will come out. And coming in for her, number 16, Tessa Mata. (22-18). Ridgeview in the lead. They also lead 2-0. So it is do or die right now for the South High Rebels. Big swing by Taylor Castaneda over there on the left side. And that one sent long by number 12, Tatiana Mendoza. And now it's 23-18. Fans, be sure to stick around after the game as we announce the Kern High Network Player of the Game. And the kill, Tatiana Mendoza. And that was off the block of number 7, Paige Miller. Mendoza's 5th kill. Taylor Castaneda now to serve for the Rebels. 23-19, Rebels trail in the third set. And that one through the block and down. That's Brianna Ontiveros. Ontiveros, normally the setter. And now serving, it's number 9, Luca Van Fossen. It is match point. That one sent a little bit long, and the Rebels live to play another play. Now serving number 12, Tatiana Mendoza. 24-20 here in the third set. Still match point for the Wolfpack. And it's suddenly gotten really quiet in here. And that one, just over the tape. Great play by libero, number 4, Jaslyn Herrera. Herrera again puts it in net, and she can't get it. And now it's 24-21. The Rebels just hanging around. Mendoza just concentrating on getting the ball over and puts it in the tape. And that's the game. So the final score, as I gather my thoughts together here, on that set was 25-21. The Wolfpack win the first set 25-14, the second set 25-10, and the third set 25-21. So Kevin, of course, it being, that time of the evening, we've got to pick one for this evening, and I'm leaning one direction already. I think you know which direction I'm leaning.
We're both leaning in the same direction.
And so, great deal, a great play tonight. Janiyah Nolan for the Wolfpack, 4 kills. Luca Van Fossen, 4 kills. Erica Hammond, 5 kills.
Lots of good players.
For the Rebels, we can't not mention Tatiana Mendoza, 4 kills and 4 blocks this evening. And Yoselin Gonzalez with 4 kills. Those players all deserving of this, but I think we're going to give it to the one that everybody knows we're going to give it to. Tonight's Kern High School, Kern Network, Kern High Network.
There we go.
Player of the game is number 7 for the Wolfpack, Paige Miller.
I think I said earlier that there wasn't always one standout.
And as soon as they heard me say it, I think that's her mother over on the side over here literally just started jumping up and down and waving her hands. So we will go down and give that, once again, a special thanks to Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, Motor City, and Bakersfield College for their support of students in the district. We'll be back again on Friday night. Don't forget to tune in because Friday night, the game of the week, Clovis at Liberty at 7:30. Vance Palm, Rick Van Horn, and Kevin, you will be there. The other game of the week is going to be Miramonte and Kern Valley. That one's at 7:30. I'll be on the call with Kenny Calvin and Julian Wilson. Until then, once again, the Wolfpack take it in 3. We'll see you Friday night.